What's going on, family? You guys are so amazing. Listen, I have a new series entitled Had I Known, Had I Listened. I interviewed some amazing guests, and they're just giving their account on had I known and had I listened. What are some things that had you known about or had you listened about, your life would be in a different space right now? I want to create this series to encourage you, to empower you, because oftentimes we don't know lessons until we experience lessons. And I'm a firm believer that what you don't learn through instructions, God will allow you to learn through experience. So I created this series just to empower all leaders, all preachers, pastors, lay members all across the world. Had I known, had I listened. Our mission here at Aosinspires is to empower the world to never give up, one video at a time.
What if I had known ministry would have been like prior to getting into ministry, is that it's a lifelong journey, that you are continuously learning, that it is not a stagnant thing, but that you're always evolving. And I think most importantly, sometimes we get into ministry because we see what other people are doing, and we don't know the journey that it takes. So had I had known, I would have gained a great mentor in the beginning. I would not have been influenced by other people telling me that you sound like this or you remind me of this person, but to recognize that I have my own unique individual calling and to develop and grow into that. And so that is why now I'm at a place, thank God for Virginia Union University and the School of Theology, that helps you identify your own voice in ministry. And while it is a process, we have to constantly be reminded that we are not like anyone else, but that God has fashioned us and created us in his own image, but that we have our own calling and anointing. So if I could give words to anyone trying to go into ministry, is get a great mentor and be true to yourself.
Had I known, had I listened, I definitely would have started my seminary journey a lot sooner. I had a goal of becoming a hospital CEO and making a lot of money, and not become a preacher making a little bit of money. That's a joke. But I definitely would have started my seminary journey a lot earlier. It has definitely opened my mind and really stretched me in ways that I could never imagine. So I definitely would have started sooner.
Had I listened, I really don't have a had I known, had I listened moment to share with you, but what I have learned as I grew in my ministry and all the things that God has allowed me to do is to be acceptance of the fact that relationships and friendships do fade as you grow, and it's okay for those things to happen.
Had I known, had I listened, I would have trusted myself more in the voice that God has given me in my ministry. I wouldn't have fell into the comparison of comparing myself to those in the ministry who are veterans, to those who have been doing this a very long time. I wouldn't allow my own insecurities to overshadow what God has placed in me to do within this time of ministry. And so had I known, had I listened, I would have trusted myself from the jump, and who knows where I'd be. But I thank God for his grace and allowing me to share my voice for such a time as this.